Over here in the red, the guy who wowed me just back there. I mean, really impressive play. He is...
Tankboy Prime.
Over here at the top right. She's not going to drag the name out like I do, but...
GSL Clide.
You're going to find that singer in K and be like, Clyde.
I know, Clyde. Close positions here. This makes getting the third base a nightmare since they both share the gold expansion and the island. And of course, in Terran versus Terran, you know, even though you're going to have to expand to one of these other locations, let's face it, medevacs are very good. And TVT has become somewhat infantry heavy.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more infantry nowadays. There's these funny little timings, because if you get too many Vikings, then suddenly Marauders kill you. If you get too many Siege Tanks, then suddenly they can, you know, maybe go Banshee, maybe just overspot you with their Vikings. It's kind of a weird matchup in a lot of ways because of that.
Take a look here. Clide puts his barracks right here. Tankboy Prime getting his barracks out. Tankboy Prime scouts first. He knows he's in the lead. Might as well sacrifice a little bit of econ to gain some intel.
Yep. Does scout first. Clide sending his scout. Saving that little bit of econ.
And he's going to get up into the main.
I like how on the production tab, everything's pretty much lined up exactly.
I know. Take a look at that. Actually, it's completely, almost perfectly even.
Yeah. Tankboy's stuff is just like half a second. I guess that's an eighth of a second slower than Clyde's.
Orbital command synced up perfectly for these two guys. Very even match. It's like a mirror.
Yeah, and until the Marines are out to scare away SCVs, I think it's going to remain so. It's the way you do it, Tasteless.
That's how it's done. The Prime coach, Juno Hyung, is down here today.
Yeah.
And
he's got Tankboy playing.
He's got Tankboy playing.
Seems like we don't have as many primes this time as last season. But really, the teams have diversified a lot more, which is very good for it. You know, just seeing Prime and OGS is actually not good for StarCraft II.
Yeah,
we need to see a lot of different teams competing so that it can be a very healthy scene.
Thank God E.G. Idra's here. We got the SCV of Clyde's. Chased away, will be cornered and killed by Tankboy Prime, allowing Tankboy Prime to control the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Thank you, Xel'Naga, for not only making the Watchtower, but making the Protoss and the Zerg as well.
That's right.
It's in the
and
lore
nothing
of
to do with the Terran, though.
As you can see, Clide coming back at it to reclaim it. The SCV retreats. Clide going to go for a pressure.
Yeah, this is like that boxer pressure we saw, actually.
Is he going to get it?
Oh, he gets out of there.
He's going to try to maybe run around and intercept. Command center here for Clide. A little bit risky considering this clip is right here, and it's not exactly like these guys are far apart.
Yeah. It's an interesting build. Clyde's doing stuff we've never seen. Scans. Needs to see exactly what's going on. But I don't know if he saw that starport, did he?
Let's take a look.
Nope, didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
All right, a bunker going up at the top of the ramp. Moving up. He's got the Hellion in there, and this is a nice little pressure attack. Will he take out all the Marines? He does!
Clyde! It's so good. Takes out the Marine. He's on the move now. He can go for the SCVs.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard pressure attack. Tankboy should have been ready for this. A little bit better than he was. The Hellion really helps in the Marine battles.
SCV's clumping up. They're clumping up too much.
That's right, they are really clumped. And can they get the Hellion?
Oh, no!
Oh, man, a couple more hits, and he's going to lose a ton of SCVs, but a Siege Tank is out. Should be able to hold this off now, no problem.
Oh, he's going to get some more SCVs here with this Hellion. More damage being done. Nice angle. Wow. Collide. Now I know why your name sounds like somebody who would be a serial killer.
Wow, he did serial kill those.
He did.
And now let's look how far Clide ahead is. Wow, that is good word order. 22 SCVs versus 13.
Clide is definitely in the head, and he's expanding while he does it. Think about it. Serial killer names like Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson,
Clyde Kim.
Yeah. And then Clide.
Yeah. Little Marine drop. Tankboy realizes he needs to do some sort of harassment. You know,
surprised Tankboy didn't at least put a tank in there to drop on this.
Gotta hold it. What if a Hellion runs up? He'll lose every SCV.
It's true.
And here it comes. Hoping that he can catch him off guard. Maybe kill an SCV or two and run away.
I don't know if this is really going to work.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, he's got to try something. He's so far behind.
Something is better than nothing right now.
And there they go out. But Marines and a Siege Tank of Clide cleaning that up quite easily. Loses just a Marine. Totally worth it to walk in there and give it a try.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Orbital command about to land. It rhymes. And this drop is completely ineffective.
Now it looks like a Raven being made for Tankboy. Tankboy committing to a one-base attack by making that Raven and not a command center. Meanwhile, Clide, it looks like he's going to go for Siege Tanks and Marine Marauder. It's going to make it very hard to break him.
Meanwhile, over here, Tankboy's base. Tankboy looks like he might be going for just a simple timing attack here. Clide is going for positional economic play. Uh-oh. Clide peeks. Backs off.
Yep. I like just the random little pressures, like push in a little bit, run away.
Yeah, feigning pressure.
Yeah, you're going to keep his heart rate up. That is one thing, and that's actually true, folks. When that attack is coming, oh, hold the phone. Little Marine drop. Siege Tank coming, decides to run away because that turret was coming up as well.
No damage done here. Clide really putting Tankboy in a position where he's going to have to figure out something quickly.
Yeah.
This game actually can't go on for too much longer. Clyde's like, has too much of a lead.
Yeah, both players getting stim.
There's 20 SCVs to 36 SCVs.
Yeah, and he's got double orbital, so he can get a lot. But he is using a lot of scans to make sure he knows exactly what's going on. That's smarter than just making extra mules.
Yeah,
he doesn't need it. His economy's already so much better than Tankboy's that he can just simply use scans, make sure he doesn't die. And by the way, at this point, he's so far ahead. It's one of these situations I was talking about where you don't go and try to get more far ahead. What you do is you make sure you have enough that you cannot die, because it's quite obvious that you're going to get all in.
Yeah, you don't start sprinting. You just keep the lead.
Yeah.
We have a command center made. No orbital just yet. Probably happen in
It's interesting that he's gotten all these tech buildings and then, you know, he gets a Raven and everything and then gets a command center. Normally you'll get the command center first and then get all these other things, because you have to take these risks and cut corners to catch up. But from here, if he just goes expand with just tech units, he's going to lose, because Clide is going to be so far ahead at that point.
Clide just peeking around the map.
Marines chilling.
This dropship is going to be fired pretty soon, and it's not actually doing any damage. You can see what Tankboy Prime is trying to do is just see if there's anything on the map he can kill.
Yeah.
Because Clide actually has map dominance. Even though there's not much on the map, there's no way Tankboy Prime can leave his base.
But right now, there are Vikings out for Clide, so this may be the last little harassment that he does end up doing. Dropping it off.
Looks like Clide might not be prepared. Actually, this sensor tower finishes just in time for Clide to see that there's stuff at his base.
Some good damage there. There are Vikings. Oh, he kills a Viking, but the dropship goes down. No more harass. Sorry, Tankboy. Oh. Marines on a little tour before death. Goodbye, Marines.
Scans over here.
Yeah, and
once again, he sees the refineries have not been taken. I don't know if the scan's going to last long enough for him to see. He will see one refinery's taken. That means that our Terran player is really behind in tech. Gas is critical in Terran versus Terran, because you need to make Vikings and tanks. Clyde's just so good.
He is, but I mean,
he's just so ahead, though.
Tankboy really doesn't know how to play from behind, I think, because he made a bunch of units and then expanded. And it's all about cutting corners and taking risks when you're behind, or, you know, finding some way to punish your opponent. And right now, let's just show how far ahead Clide really is. 112 supply to 70, making his third base. He's got just superior units and economy at this point.
Clide expanding over here. in a location where the sensor tower will actually detect, as you can see here, anything that's going to come up that direction. Clide now has to contain. Clide is being very patient right now, which is something we haven't seen from some of the other players in this tournament.
Yeah, a lot of players just want to attack in, especially in TNT. Can't do that, but Clide is doing it.
Clide is doing it.
Just stimming right in. Decides there's not enough units right there, and wow, the point defense drone helping, but a lot of Marines there making his Vikings back up. And here he goes, engaging. Looks like
point defense drone here absorbing.
Yeah. Those tanks a little bit too close to the edge where they can get hit by Marines and Marauders.
Stim runs forward. Clide, I think, has actually just won the game.
Yeah, definitely. I told you, Tasus, you don't need to worry.
I don't need to worry. I was having little heart palpitations. I thought my Clide was going to lose. All right, that's going to be GG any second now. More units streaming. No, those are SCVs. More units streaming down.
Yeah, Tankboy's going to have to GG. 1-1. Going on to game number 3.
Clyde,
why
so
did you make
good.
us worried? Why did you make Tasus worried? I don't
You got me
worry.
all nervous back there, Clyde. Tankboy Prime in a pretty tough position. But then again, all that came down to that early game.
Yeah, well, the bunker should have been a little bit quicker. He really hit a small timing window there before the bunker was up. Tankboy's fault. That's actually quite a common rush where you attack with 4 Marines and a Hellion, because if your opponent is quickly teching up to go Viking tank, oftentimes they skimp on the early units.
They'll have like
to get that
3
siege
Marines
tank
or
out.
something like that.
And you actually hit before the siege tank's out, and you can do a lot of damage with that because the Hellion actually just owns Marines so hard that you have basically everything left and they lose all their Marines. So you have to make either a bunker or that Hellion. You can choose one or the other. Tankboy did it late on the bunker, so Clide punished, and Clide picks it up simply because of that. Yeah.
Really straightforward game there. I got to remark on when he moved the Hellion towards the angle when the bunker was making, it would shoot the SCV with the Marines, making the bunker, there's no way it was going to complete. Nice micro back there. All right, we're going to get this game started in just a minute. Both players have confirmed that they're ready. So it's going to go to game number 3 here, our final game before we hop on an airplane.
That's right.
And go to BlizzCon.
Excited.
So get ready for the final Taste of Sartosis cast before BlizzCon.